W11 on EA Sports. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Blue 32.
Off the play fake, Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
2nd and 10.
Ready. 52 Bulls.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. 50, green. Cut.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. And Mefl will be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Bucs at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete. He look at this Packers defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Mayfield to throw it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Mayfield. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to have to hook up the Scott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mayfield down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked him from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Over man is Ibuka. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 41-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield on play action. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A.J. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here now, a 3rd and 20.
Let's go now. 45. White. Ready?
Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here, 10 cycles. Clock. Ready.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. He is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Yellow, 22. 10.
Here's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Set, ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. 60 reps.
Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go now. 50.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing. Love. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. Here's Matt Ariza now. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of play.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mefl, 44 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Buccaneers 14. Packers nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Blue, 32. Ready?
Now Love. His throw incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. And the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Devin Duvernay. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, well, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Down. Red. Green gap.
Back to throw. Love. Complete once again to Watson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5.
up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
On the set.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43, set.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. There he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Ready. 45, black ultra.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now from the 50. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
The score, Buccaneers 24, Packers 7.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And bulldozing his way through. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180!
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devin Duvernay. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
Check right. Check hut.
Bigsby once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Well, it's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Watson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Set, hut. Set.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jordan Love punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
180!
Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2.
20!
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bowl. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Straight ahead, it's Irving. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, you had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Down. Ready?
Another run by Bigsby. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They go play action now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go now. 6, trail green.
Play action this time with Love. It's complete to Williams. Looking to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll send Watson in motion right. To the air again. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gay is on for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
It's the score. Buccaneers 34, Packers 21.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Set. 180.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Running right through it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
180.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
21-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. Once again, it's Irvin. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for the Bucs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.